Listen, y'all, I only allow happy people in my space, so this reading is only for people that are currently smiling, so you know what to do. There we go. Let's go, girls. That was not planned. Hello Virgo, how are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca and I'm going to be doing your weekly general reading. Now I also do a weekly love reading for your Zodiac sign, which I'll put a link to over here should you be interested. But in any of my readings, I always ask for you to rely on your intuition because, put it in perspective, I'm just a man reading you some tarot cards. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate and leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to take it personally. Now if you do find some cards that resonate with you and give you an aha moment, as I like to say, let me know in the comments below what your aha moment was. I like to hear about what's going on in y'all's lives, right? And I'm going to be doing 3 rows for you guys. The first couple of rows are just going to be the energies of what it is you're currently dealing with and what you can expect for this week. And then the last row is the suggestion from Spirit of what it is that you should be working on for this week, right? It's my favorite row personally. Now, also, before I finally get into this reading for you, Virgo, I would love for you to give me a like and subscribe if you do enjoy this reading, because it does help me out a lot, and I always am super appreciative when you guys take the time to do that for me. So let's get into this reading now for you, Virgo. On your first row, we have the Moon card coming in here. So this is a couple of things. Either something you can prepare yourself to have something being becoming present into your life right now, or this is like a situation of where you're being asked to release some type of fear of the unknown, which is Ace of Earth coming in here, where it's just like, this is like a blank check from the universe, where it's like you're making the choice on how much you're worth, essentially, right? Seven of Fire comes in where it's asking you to take a stand in defending your beliefs on something. So maybe there's just like you fear you aren't going to be able to have that abundance in your life in some type of way. Usually Ace of Earth does talk about like finances, right? So maybe there's a fear of finances, a fear that you won't be able to have something be profitable in some type of way. Or if this is in terms of a person, maybe you're just worried about this not being like fear of like this, like investing in this person because they might hurt you, right? So let's get the clarifiers for the Moon card here. The clarifiers we have is the Queen of Swords. This card is in the reverse, the Page of Wands, and then the Two of Wands. My goodness. So I feel like this is like telling me a storyline of someone that's afraid of giving themselves a chance, afraid of betting on themselves because they're afraid of disappointment, afraid of things falling apart almost. It's really that energy, because the Queen of Swords comes in when it's in the reverse. This is someone that's feeling disempowered in some type of way. So this fear is crippling you from feeling, I mean, I want to just say feeling yourself, but it is in that way where it's just like you aren't feeling like this empowered individual. You're feeling like I don't even know what like a reference that I could have. You're feeling weak when you should be feeling strong, rather. Such deep words coming from me, right? This is what you come for. Page of Wands comes in with the Two of Wands. I feel like it's this fear in terms of your capabilities, in terms of something that you feel passionately about. You're doubting that you would be able to be the master of your own creation or the master of your own universe. Continuing on with the beautiful wording coming from me, my goodness, Virgo. But it's it's some type of fear where it's like a passion project. So let's use myself as an example. If this was my setup, maybe this would be pertaining to like, I mean, it's not actually relevant, but like a fear of being like pursuing my passion when it comes to tarot, right? So if I were to have this set up, this would be like someone that like I would have fear doing tarot, so that's why I don't do YouTube videos, right? Obviously I do YouTube videos, so it's not relevant, but as the example, this would be that kind of energy where it's just like you have a passion for something, but you don't go forward with it because you're scared of how the results would be. Ace of Earth comes in, right? The clarifiers we pulled for that were the Knight of Wands, the Tower card in the reverse. So again, I'm going to show you all the reverse cards, but I'm always going to show it upright so you can see the artwork. And then the Hermit card coming in. So this Ace of Earth, this is again where it's just like, it's continuing on that storyline of something that you want out of life, right? Something that you feel passionately about, that you really do, but it's new to you, and it's like new territory. And when it comes to new territory, you're not sure about it. It's that comfort zone that you're leaving, right? When you have the Hermit card and the Tower card, The Tower card was in the reverse, so you're really resisting some type of lesson. You're resisting change in your life. You're resisting having to leave your comfort zone, essentially, but you're not going to be able to pursue this thing. You're not going to get this Ace of Earth upright, this promising, like, the blessings attached to this until you actually, like, go forward with the lessons, until you actually, like, allow yourself to be with part of the experience. It's almost like I'm getting like the imagery of like someone just like putting themselves in like a bubble and just not living their lives for years on years because they're just afraid of the unknown. Seven of Fire coming in. Let's look at the clarifiers. We have the Six of Wands, or is it? No, not the Six of Wands. What is wrong with me? Four of Wands, Ace of Swords, and then the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Now, the Eight of Cups in the reverse, this is also kind of like the Moon card in essence. Like, usually the Eight of Cups upright means someone that's walking away from a good situation, seemingly good situation, because they know they want better. They're asking for more. They're asking for just essentially better because they know their worth. They feel like they're worth more, even though like no one else, it makes sense to no one else. You know in your heart of hearts that that's what's meant for you. Ace of Swords comes in as well, where it's just like, and keep in mind, this is a clarifier for Seven of Fire, where it is that you need to choose your battles wisely, where it's just like taking a stand for yourself and like your wants and desires, right? Ace of Swords comes in with the Four of Wands being in the reverse for you. I just feel like it just continues on with this hesitation. Four of Wands and the Eight of Cups, y'all don't mind me, Virgo. The Eight of Cups, both of these are in the reverse. So it's just like you're refusing to walk away from something to go to this happiness that is inevitable for you should you actually pursue it. But you're afraid of grabbing that sword, moving on from it so you can go to this new territory, which will actually be really abundant for you, for just because you're scared of going into a new territory. Which is understandable on one level, but it's like, come on now, Virgo. How much longer are you going to stop yourself from the blessings in your life? Because that's literally what's happening. By choosing not to go forward with something, you're just slowing down your own blessings or just stopping the blessings entirely, because it's just like you're keeping yourself stuck, essentially. Now, second row, we have the Moon card coming in again, right under your second Moon card. So such into fear when it comes to the unknown. Two of Swords comes in as well, where you're guarded. I mean, it makes sense. You're just so guarded in terms of just anything new. Nine of Cups, this is like the end of the journey process, right? You're wanting to be happy, but it's just like such a fear attached in some way. Let's get some clarification on this Moon card. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Temperance card, Ace of Swords in the reverse. A lot of repeating cards coming in here. So again, like there's just like this fear of like some type of like new beginning for you, because like Pentacles is the representation, Virgo, of foundational energy. So again, like when you have it paired with Page of when the Page of Pentacles, so the Page of Pentacles is the representation of that new foundation. So it's this new, like a new job, a new person, new relationship, right? Ace of Swords coming in again for you. I feel like it's paired with this, but it's in the sense of where it's just like you're doubting yourself. You're doubting your own creative thinking. You're doubting your own ability of being able to handle this new foundational like energy of what it is that you're trying to seek, right? This Temperance card comes in where it's just like, I feel like this is more of a call for you to like get in touch with yourself a little bit more, dare I say, because if all this fear is coming in, I don't know if you're connected to your intuition, right? Obviously you would know, but that's just something that I'm like making an observation on. With all this like underlying fear, like we only feel fear, Virgo, when there's like not enough information, because if you're informed, then you know what's going to happen, or you have a general idea, or you're just prepared, so you wouldn't have that fear going into a situation. So maybe this is just a week where you just like you need to just get more information if you're feeling fear in something, right? Or address why it is you're feeling that fear in the sense of yourself. If it's just like doubting yourself, it's like, why are you doubting yourself, right? It's all about that shadow work, baby. Clarification we got for your Two of Swords coming in. We have the Ace of Wands. A lot of aces coming in for you. Page of Swords, aces and pages is the theme of your reading. So again, like this is kind of like your first pile, but in the reverse in a sense, paired with the Ten of Swords. I feel like this is just like repeating the same message again and again, where you're just being so guarded. By keeping your arms crossed like this, you're blocking yourself from your blessings. And I feel like you're crossing your arms because, again, of just like, it just feels like a self-doubt. I'm gonna be honest, Virgo. It just feels like you're not seeing yourself in your highest potential. Like you're treating your perspective as like the reality and like the fact, and like your perspective, it almost feels like you're just not giving yourself enough credit. And so it's just like, what is it going to take for you to give yourself enough credit to get to this Nine of Cups moment? Let's look. Clarifiers for this Nine of Cups. So we have, for your clarification for your Nine of Cups, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is reaching out, like being more independent, reaching out on your own. Two nines overlapping each other. Three of Cups. So maybe this is like if involving a person, you have a fear that they have their eyes on somebody else. That's just like a random observation. Eight of Cups paired with, Eight of Cups paired with this Three of Cups. I feel like again, it's just like almost like this disappointment. Like you're afraid of reaching out on your own for like your happiness, right? You're afraid of reaching out for your happiness because it's some type of disappointment. Maybe it's like disappointment in other people. Maybe it doesn't even have to do with yourself. It just deal with other people or like outside events. Like it's almost like you don't want to do anything just because it's just like, oh, I don't want 2020 energy to like ruin my opportunity or like dampen this, right? But by doing that, you're essentially dampening your own shine. So it's like you're blaming 2020, but in actuality, you are actually that 2020 energy that you're afraid of. Last row though, I'll drop it before I push any buttons. Seven of Wands comes in. This is the row, what it is you need to be working on. Seven of Wands, Knave of Discs, and the Judgment card. So you need to just basically bare your heart, make a decision on something, and stop being afraid of being judged, basically. That's maybe like what's stopping a lot of you guys is just like the fear of being judged, the fear of like other people's perspectives. And this reading, I just hope in this sense just like motivates you or gives you enough perspective to just at least consider putting yourself first in your priority list for a while. Because I feel like if you just put yourself first, you would have no problems committing to doing something in your life, even if you had that fear, right? Because like if you put yourself first in that priority list, it doesn't matter the feelings that you're feeling, because you still would want to honor yourself at the end of the day, right? You still value your happiness, your peace, over anything else, over that fear, over that unknown. And so that's what I would suggest to you, Virgo, is to get over that fear of the unknown. Educate yourself if you need to, put things in perspective if you need to, but get over it this week, right? You have so much good that you can do, so much potential in you. You just have to see it for yourself. Give yourself more credit. Virgo, that's the reading that I have for you. Hopefully this was helpful. Again, if it was, I would love for you to give me a like and subscribe. But until next time, I love you so much, Virgo. Bye.